But as soon as you add guns in, the Batman's in trouble, dude. I would fuck Batman up. Like I'd go to whoever his enemies were, like hire me. I've got a shotgun. Like I'm gonna shoot him right in the mouth.
I remember when Wings of Redemption said he could beat Joe Lozon, and we were all like, "That's ridiculous." He's like, "I have a strategy. I'll tell him to meet me in a field, and then I'll be in the tree line." And I'm like, "Actually, my money's on Wings. This is not bad."
You know what's funny is that speaks to like you wouldn't have to be in a tree line. Like you could be like, "Meet me 9 feet away from me, anywhere you want." And then, like the gun also works in that circumstance, believe it or not.
It's a problem that guns exist and that they kill people instantly. So, you know, you think those things out.
Bow and arrow duels back in the day, or did that go straight from swords to guns? You know,
it's weird. I only hear about swords and guns. Right? Where are the javelin?
Like, where's
duels? Where's the bow and arrow duel?
There aren't many. Spear. Or any, to my knowledge. A spear duel?
Slingshot duels? That'd be fun.
That's very...
it might take 30...
Holy shit, he knows how to use that thing!
That's like a very Bart Simpson kind of justice. Slingshot duel.
Head. Painkiller.
The Deadpool Wolverine movie, I think, is going to do it's going to be Marvel's... Holy shit! This is what can still make $1.5 billion. This is it, and then it's going to cause a bunch of other shit to happen that won't be good because they missed the point entirely. They'll completely misread why Deadpool versus Wolverine is going to be so goddamn successful, and they're going to do something awful. And 5 years from now, it'll come out. I think that movie's going to make $1 billion plus easy.
They're versing in the movie. They're not on the same team.
No, all right. So, sort of canonically, they interact a good bit, and they sort of had this wisecracking, like broship that's going to be fun to finally see, like happen. And they got Hugh Jackman to literally come out of retirement, to do this thing, and I'm sure they're going to see. And they've got him in the real cartoon uniform, which is this crazy yellow and bluish black type thing. Whereas in the other movies, which were much more grounded, they made like a dozen X-Men movies. It feels like he's got like black leather, you know, most of the time, maybe no sleeves, but he might just wear a tank top. He's very grounded in the real world.
So Ryan Reynolds is going to be breaking the mold, doing quips at the camera.
That's what the character does.
Yeah. No, that's what Ryan Reynolds does.
No, that's what the fucking character does. The character literally in one of the comics came into the writer's room, broke like the fifth wall, and killed the writers who wrote him. Like that's what they do. It's very referential. That's his thing. Yeah. That is one of his powers, is that he breaks the fourth wall.
I don't like it.
Well, I can't help you. I can't help you. You know?
You don't like breaking the fourth wall?
I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
I like it. I like the show of respect that everybody has. I like all that shit. I enjoy watching like the old clips of Gordon Ramsay getting bossed around by Marco Pierre White when he was learning to be a chef. You know, the stories about him making Gordon cry and all that stuff.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry.
And all those BBC interviews of Marco. Marco's genuinely like a weird guy, like an obsessive person. He was like basically an orphan who worked his way through kitchens until he was the world's most famous chef. He gave his Michelin stars back famously. But he, you know, because he's a weird guy, he didn't want them. He didn't feel like they were fit to rate him, I suppose.
Oh, okay. That's what I needed to hear. I'm like, being weird doesn't make you give trophies back.
Oh, yeah. Seeing him speak though, like they're interviewing him, and she's chopping onions, and they're asking, he's giving one syllabic answers. Just yes, no, yes, no, and they're like, Marco, if you don't want to do the interview, then we don't have to do it.
Fine, you can go.
What do you want from me? Do you want to see me bleed? Tell me, where do you want the cut? You want me to cut myself? I'll cut myself and bleed.
What a fucking loser.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut myself.
But you can listen and you can cooperate. There's just not much point in doing it.
I can't, I'm sorry.
I understand your grammar and I understand your
If you wish me to cut myself on screen, then I don't mind. I'll do it for you. I'll do what is ever expected of me to do.
Okay, well just
If you want me to chop the chicken, I'll chop the chicken. If you want me to chop the mushrooms, I'll chop the mushrooms. If you want me to make the sauce, I'll make the sauce.
Okay.
But don't expect me to sell my heart.
It's great.
Genuine.
Oh, like, that is such an easy bluff to call.
Yeah. Cut yourself.
Your palm. The fuck? I'm not losing. We're not making a bet here. You just asked me where to
Marco,
cut.
this interview is going poorly. Can you just go ahead and kill yourself for me?
Your jugular.
Yeah, just right there. Yeah, this guy sounds like a bitch, and I don't like him.
He's the best.
I'm interested in him.
I don't know.
I think he sounds
the best.
interesting.
He was the best there was. And then he sold out to this
Calm
company
down,
called
cooks
North.
and chefs. You're fucking sautéing things. Get over it. Like, how many chefs are like that good in the whole world that can be taken that seriously?
I mean,
Gordon Ramsay, maybe this guy, and then a lot of guys
know how
in Japan.
good Gordon Ramsay is. I understand he's at one point he was a top chef, right? I think he has the resume.
Ran a Michelin star restaurant.
How do you stack rank chefs? And are we sure that he's that good, or is he just famous for chefing?
I don't know. Like, it's entirely possible that like
he might be the Jake Paul of chefing.
Like, what if he and Guy Fieri getting like a cook-off and it's like super close?
You think that's what would happen?
Yeah, probably.
Introducing liquid anesthesia.
Nothing comes between me and my masters.
What is it, Father?
These footprints were made by the Flying Monkey Men.